let's kick off another deep dive. Today, we're going in on author Richard Osman.
Oh, nice.
Specifically, we're using his Goodreads page as our guide.
Okay.
Kind of like a cheat sheet to figure out why readers love his books, what makes him tick,
Right.
what kind of hidden gems we can dig up.
I love that.
Right.
It's so cool how Goodreads gives you that peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
You see the hard data ratings,
Yeah.
follower accounts right alongside, like reader opinions and polls. Paints a really unique picture.
Totally. So Richard Osman,
Yeah.
just to get the basics out of the way, born in Billericay, Essex, England, November 28th, 1970. But here's the thing. This guy is not just an author.
Right.
He's done it all in the UK.
Yeah.
TV presenter, producer, director. Makes you wonder when he even finds time to write.
Seriously. And that's what I find so fascinating.
Yeah.
You can almost see how his TV background shapes his writing style.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just telling a story. It's about setting the scene, building tension, keeping you hooked like you're watching a really good episode.
Yeah, you almost expect like a dramatic sting and fade to black at the end of each chapter.
Right.
So Goodreads tells us he's got at least 26 works out there.
Wow.
But his biggest hit by far,
Oh, yeah.
Thursday Murder Club series,
Love it.
4 main books, a spin-off.
I think there's got to be more coming, too.
I'm sure there is. And those ratings.
Yeah.
4.15 stars
Violation.
across over 1.2 million ratings on Goodreads. That's not just luck. He's doing something special.
Totally agree.
What do you think the secret sauce is? What makes this series so popular?
That's the question, isn't it?
Well, I have a theory. It's the mix of humor and mystery.
Oh, okay.
You've got these lovable, slightly rebellious retirees solving murders,
Right.
all while navigating life in a retirement community.
I love that.
It's heartwarming, witty,
Yeah.
like a cozy mystery with an edge.
I think one thing that sets Osman apart is how he writes these deceptively simple mysteries.
Right.
He uses everyday language, relatable situations, but there's always that clever twist you don't see coming.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the puzzle either. He really brings those characters to life.
Oh, for sure.
They feel like people you'd actually want to hang out with, have a cup of tea with.
Especially Joyce. She's the heart of the group.
Yeah.
Always reminding everyone to count the good days,
Absolutely.
Even in the middle of a murder investigation.
That's so true.
It's like he injects this warmth and optimism into the darkness.
Right.
Makes the stories so much more engaging.
I agree. And let's not forget his dialogue. It's snappy, witty, so natural.
Yeah.
You can tell he spent years observing how people actually talk.
Totally.
And that comes through in his writing.
So zooming back out to the Goodreads page,
Okay.
we see Osman has over 13,863 followers.
Wow.
It's a dedicated fan base. What do you think draws people to connect with him on that platform specifically?
That is a good question.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's that sense of community that Goodreads offers. Readers can chat about his books, gush over the characters,
Right.
even take part in polls like that one where
Oh, yeah.
the Thursday Murder Club won as the favorite book set in an English town or city.
Yeah.
It got 32.1% of the vote.
Speaking of the books, there's this quote from Osman on his Goodreads page
Okay.
that really stuck with me. He says, "After a certain age, you can pretty much do whatever takes your fancy. No one tells you off except for your doctors and your children."
Oh, I love that quote. That
Yeah.
perfectly captures the spirit of the Thursday Murder Club.
Doesn't it?
They're not content to just sit back and knit,
Nope.
They're out there solving crimes, breaking rules, and having a blast while doing it.
Exactly. It's like he's giving permission to embrace life no matter your age. And that rebellious streak is what makes those characters so relatable, so endearing.
Absolutely. It also speaks to the power of friendship and community, especially later in life. I mean, Thursday Murder Club wouldn't be the same without that strong bond between the members.
Oh.
They support each other, challenge each other,
Yeah.
and ultimately make each other's lives richer.
It's a theme that really resonates with the readers.
Yeah, for sure.
So much of modern life can feel isolating, and I think people are craving stories that celebrate connection and belonging.
And Osman really delivers that.
Definitely.
It's not just about cracking the case. It's about the relationships between the characters,
Right.
the way they look out for each other, find joy and purpose in their shared pursuit of justice. It's fun, you were just talking about Osman's TV background,
Right.
and now I'm seeing those connections even more clearly.
Oh, tell me about it. It's like those years making TV shows totally influenced his writing.
Yeah.
The pacing of his novels, for example.
Okay.
It's so tight, so engaging. Short chapters, snappy dialogue, constant twists.
Yeah, it's like binging your favorite mystery series.
Right. You're just hooked.
But I don't think it's just the TV structure.
Oh, interesting.
Think about how he uses flashbacks. That's a pretty literary technique.
Right.
Dropping clues, revealing backstory, like in these perfectly timed doses.
Yeah.
Maybe it's more about him understanding how to, like, control information, build suspense, you know, no matter the medium.
Ooh, that's a good point. It's like he's a master puppeteer, you know, pulling the strings, keeping us on the edge of our seats.
For sure. And the dialogue,
Oh my gosh, yes.
so sharp, witty, and completely natural.
It flows so well.
I bet those years spent interviewing people for TV
Yeah.
really helped him learn how people actually talk.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. He captures that rhythm.
That flow.
So well.
It's not just about what they say, but how they say it.
Yes.
The pauses, the interruptions.
Or little asides.
Exactly. The things that give away their personality.
Like in the Thursday Murder Club, when Ron's trying to explain something complicated.
Oh, yeah.
And Joyce just cuts in with a perfectly timed joke. Totally derails his train of thought. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But it also tells you so much about their dynamic.
Right.
She's the witty one, always ready with a quip, and he's more thoughtful, methodical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And those little moments of humor,
Right.
they're sprinkled throughout the books.
Yes.
They offer these nice breaks from the tension of the mystery.
It's like he knows when to give the reader a breather,
Yeah.
a chance to chuckle before diving back into the intrigue.
Exactly.
But it's not just the pacing and dialogue that feels cinematic.
Right.
It's the whole atmosphere he creates.
Okay.
You can practically picture it.
Yeah.
The cozy English village, the retirement community, even the characters' facial expressions.
So vivid.
So immersive. Yeah.
And the setting itself almost becomes a character.
Oh, totally.
That sense of place, of community, so important to the stories.
It makes you want to visit England,
Yeah.
wander through those villages.
All right, peek into every tea shop and antique store.
Just in case you stumble upon a real-life murder mystery.
Exactly. Speaking of real life, didn't Steven Spielberg option the Thursday Murder Club for a movie?
He did.
Talk about seeing those characters come to life on screen.
Right. It just shows you how strong Osman's storytelling is.
It's true.
It's not just the mystery itself.
Yeah.
It's the characters, the setting, the whole vibe.
It's all there.
It's like he's writing for the screen,
Absolutely.
you know, crafting scenes that would translate perfectly.
Okay, so we've established that Osman's TD background is a big part of his success as an author.
Right.
But let's focus on the Thursday Murder Club series specifically.
Okay.
What is it about these characters and their world that resonates so much with readers?
Yeah, good question.
Well, first of all, the premise is brilliant.
Uh-huh.
A group of retirees solving murders.
It's not your typical detective squad.
Nope. And that's intriguing on its own.
For sure.
It flips the script on age and expectations.
Right.
You've got these seemingly harmless characters.
Yeah.
Who turn out to be incredibly sharp, resourceful, even daring.
They're proving that age is just a number.
Yeah.
You're never too old for adventure.
I love that.
I think that message really resonates with people.
Especially in a society that often overlooks older generations.
Absolutely. And it's not just about defying stereotypes.
Right.
It's about how they use their life experience, their wisdom, their unique perspectives to solve the mysteries.
Yeah.
They've seen it all, heard it all.
Right.
And they're not afraid to use that knowledge to outsmart the bad guys.
I love that. They're not relying on brute strength or fancy gadgets.
It's all about brains.
Yeah. Their connections, understanding of human nature.
It's refreshing, you know.
Really.
It's a new take on the detective genre.
And it's not just about solving crimes either.
Right.
It's about those heartwarming moments.
Yeah, the friendship, the camaraderie.
The way they support each other, tease each other.
Celebrate those little victories.
Makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
It does. It's like they're the cool grandparents everyone wishes they had.
I know, right? The ones who bake you cookies, tell you stories.
And then help you cover up a murder.
Okay, maybe not that last part, but...
You get the idea.
And that sense of community goes beyond just the Thursday Murder Club.
Oh, for sure.
It includes the whole village,
Right.
the care home staff, the police officers, even the gossipy neighbors.
It's like Osman created this perfectly interconnected world.
Yeah, where everyone knows everyone.
Then secrets are hard to keep.
Which makes the mysteries even more intriguing.
Doesn't it?
It's not just about finding the culprit.
Right.
It's about navigating those social dynamics of a small town.
Totally.
Figuring out the relationships, the rivalries.
That simmer beneath the surface.
Exactly.
And the social dynamics are often what makes the mysteries so complex.
And then unpredictable.
You have to consider who had the motive,
Huh?
but also who had the power to manipulate things
Right.
without getting their hands dirty.
It's like every character has their own agenda, their own secrets.
And the Thursday Murder Club, with their outsider perspective
Yeah.
and knack for observation,
They're perfectly positioned to unravel it all.
it's fascinating to watch them connect the dots and ultimately expose the truth.
And that's what makes these books so satisfying.
Yeah.
It's not just about the thrill of the chase.
Right.
It's about justice being served
That sense of order restored.
and knowing that even in a world full of secrets and darkness,
Yeah.
there are people fighting for what's right.
And they're doing it with a sense of humor
Of course.
and a twinkle in their eye.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They never forget the importance of joy, connection.
Celebrating the little things, even when faced with these terrible crimes.
It's a good reminder.
That even in dark times, there's always light to be found.
Especially when you have good friends.
And a shared purpose.
You know, I'm starting to think that Osman's true genius is how he blends these different elements.
Tell us, like, what? The sharp wit, the cozy setting, the intricate mysteries,
Yeah.
and that deep sense of human connection.
Absolutely.
It's a formula that clearly works.
And it does.
And it's got me thinking, you know, it's funny. We've talked about Osman's TV background, his writing style, those clever plots. But what keeps coming back to me is that theme of connection.
Yeah.
Like, it's at the heart of these books.
It really is. The Thursday Murder Club isn't just about solving those crimes.
Right.
It's about finding family, purpose, a little mischief even.
In the most unexpected places.
Exactly.
And Osman doesn't shy away from the realities of getting older either. Loneliness, loss, navigating a world that doesn't always value experience.
That's true.
But he does it with this warmth and humor. It never feels preachy.
No, never. He's honest and compassionate.
Yeah.
But he always reminds you there's joy to be found,
Mm-hmm.
even amidst all the challenges.
And it's those connections, those relationships.
That make the difference.
Like the bond between Joyce and Elizabeth.
Oh,
Two women from completely different backgrounds,
totally different.
brought together by puzzles.
And a thirst for justice.
But you really see their friendship grow as
Mhm.
they work together, challenge each other,
Yeah.
and learn to see the world through each other's eyes.
And it's not just the core four either.
Right.
Osman brings in the care home staff, the police officers, even those gossipy villagers.
He builds this tapestry of human experience,
Yeah.
you know, reminding us we're all interconnected.
Even in those small ways.
Like in The Man Who Died Twice,
Okay.
when Bogdan, the Polish builder,
Yeah.
helps the Thursday Murder Club break into a suspect's house.
Right.
He's this tough, seemingly intimidating guy,
Right.
but he helps without hesitation.
Because he cares.
He cares about the community.
It's those little acts of kindness, those unexpected alliances.
It's what makes the story so heartwarming.
Osman reminds us community isn't just about location. It's about caring, showing up for each other.
Even when it's risky.
Even when it's inconvenient.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
About what?
If Osman's novels are all about finding connection in these unexpected places,
Mm-hmm.
could his TV career have been more than just a stepping stone?
Oh, interesting.
Was it actually like the perfect training ground for writing stories that celebrate the complexities and beauty of human relationships?
That's a fascinating thought. Maybe those years in television,
Yeah.
with its focus on collaboration, on capturing those tiny moments of human interaction,
Yeah.
maybe that honed his ability to create such authentic, relatable characters and relationships.
It's like he took those lessons from the screen and put them into his writing.
Creating stories that are both entertaining and deeply moving.
Exactly. That's the magic of a great author, isn't it?
It is, bringing together all these different elements. Humor, mystery, social commentary,
Yeah.
and creating something that resonates on a human level.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Richard Osman,
Okay.
I'm left with this thought. Next time you pick up one of his books,
Yeah.
don't just focus on the plot twists. Pay attention to how he celebrates those everyday moments of connection,
Right.
the shared glances, the inside jokes.
Yeah, those little acts of support.
The things that make life richer, more meaningful.
It's those small moments
Yeah.
where we find the true heart of Osman's work.
And maybe even a little something about ourselves.
Until next time.
Happy reading.